Take that, Suárez, you dirty, cheating little... Woo! I'm gonna say it now. Let's be sensible. We're gonna win the Champions League. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you are all doing well. I really do hope that Atletico Madrid 0, none, 0, nothing. Chelsea 1, a golden overhead kick from a World Cup winning champion French superstar. Woohoo! I've never felt so rewarded for having to wait like 2.5 minutes for a VAR check. But it's fine. I love it. This is your match review. Welcome in, welcome in. There's not going to be much structure, I don't think. Just me being really happy and pleased about what is an amazing away result in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. An away goal with no reply and generally looked very, very good indeed. If you are stoked and think Luis Suárez is a cheater, drop a like on video now. Also consider subscribing, of course, if you're new to the channel and all that admin stuff. Right then, let's get into today's match review. Alright then, what a huge game. Granted a neutral venue, but without fans it doesn't mean too much, but huge game. Looks like Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid reverted to type. They may have been attacking more in La Liga, but they've definitely reverted to the stink the gaff out and play 6 at the back. I mean, it worked against Liverpool last season. You can understand why Diego Simeone might want to do it again. 2 passing sides in Chelsea and Liverpool. Whatever, but it didn't work. Look, I don't want to get too gassed, and it's tongue-in-cheek me saying we're going to win the Champions League, because, you know, if that game was 0-0 or even 1-1 with the away goal, I would feel like Atletico Madrid would have the advantage, because you'd just see them winning you'd see them drawing like 2-2 at Stamford Bridge and ultimately going through, on away goals with a 3-3 aggregate scoreline. Really unlucky, something like that. But to not let them score and for us to get the away goal, it's absolutely huge. It's not a given. There were some yellow cards in there. 2 big absentees. Mason Mount won't be able to play in the other leg, which is huge. He's been our most influential, important player, especially in terms of functionality. So, maybe your Havertz comes in and he'll have to be sharpened up before then. Also, Jorginho has got a suspension for that return leg as well. But, Kante should be able to come in and play Kovacic and Kante in that midfield. So that's not the end of the world. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's take a look at that who scored match graphic and see who played and what went down. As you can see, Diego Simeone went for a 4-4 stinky 2 and just tried to stink the gaff out. I really feel sorry for João Felix sometimes. Anyway, we went for a 3-4-1-2-ish with Mount behind Werner and Olivier Giroud with a midfield Jovic. Hudson-Odoi returns as right wing back and the same back three, Marcos Alonso, etc. This is the exact lineup I called in my match preview. If you need any more evidence that I'm a footballing mastermind, then I don't know what to say. Look, man, worrying times throughout the game, although ultimately I think Chelsea played pretty darn well. Of course, Atletico Madrid stank the gaff out and didn't play to their perhaps offensive potential, but Chelsea played well. A couple of mistakes, early doors, both Rudiger and Marcos Alonso had me crapping myself. Mendy did a weird pass that nearly let, I think, Suárez in. So there were these moments, but when we grew in the game and we were like, oh, we're really good and these guys aren't coming for us. Great expression. We had superb professionalism in terms of being patient and seeing the game out. Superb. I'll go through player performances in just a second. But really, it was they were going for the dark arts. Koke, the captain, he was always in the referee's ear. They all were coming up to the referee. They were all diving. Suárez was doing things like pinching Rudiger's under his thigh when no one was looking. Serious dark arts stuff here. 0-0 at half-time. Chelsea were the dominant in terms of statistics, but really, you never feel safe, especially with this Chelsea side. They don't score a lot of goals. I mean, a 1-0 away win goal in this instance is amazing. That's as good as like a 5-0 or a 9-0 win in the Premier League for me in the context of things. So superb, but it wasn't easy, and it came to that Olivier Giroud overhead kick. Absolute magnifico, wonder goal. He would have been horrendously offside had the ball not come off the Atletico Madrid player. Superb technique, unsavable for perhaps the world's best goalkeeper in Jan Oblak, and João Felix, who tried it down the other end could learn a thing or two from the world champion. To be fair, that's a little bit unfair because João Felix met it with superb technique, just put it too high. Giroud though, another amazing world-class goal for his quite ridiculous career showreel of goals. Scores so many bangers, another one today. What can you say about the World Cup winner Olivier Giroud? Merci mon frère. So anyway, it's a good opportunity for me to roll into player performances. Edouard Mendy in goal, apart from an early wobble and also a weird moment with Azpilicueta where he should have come to get the pass, he played well. Maybe a couple of saves, probably not many considering Atletico Madrid, but he wasted time well when receiving the ball, and I think he was pretty good and rose to the occasion, so double thumbs up. All the back three were serviceable, and you need to be when playing against like the Madrid players who are going to come and stick it on you. I think Azpilicueta was good. To be honest, I think all three of them were good. Rudiger did give me a heart attack early doors, but he grew into the game and he was better. Callum Hudson-Odoi was our most threatening player, obviously for the majority of the game in the final third, or certainly the first half he was the most threatening, like notably. And he was good enough defensively. He put a shift in, tracked back, superb, rose to the occasion. Whenever he starts a game, 100% effort, just off the bench, he doesn't look that great apparently. Marcos Alonso deserves a massive shout out because again, like Rudiger, he started in such a way that made me think, get him off, bring Chile back now. But he grew into the game and he did like a handful of noticeable defensive actions that made you think, you know what, Alonso? Fair play, mate. Well done. Real Madrid boy, stuck it to the rivals Atletico Madrid. Superb. Thank you, Marcos Alonso. And Jovic in the midfield, good, Jorginho seems to get a lot of yellow cards for Chelsea. He has ever since he got here. Good passing, releasing the ball quickly, because even though they did stink the gaff out Atletico Madrid, they also, when they want to, employ a really radical high-octane press, which you have to play out from quickly. Jorginho did that very, very well, and a shout out to Mateo Kovacic, who played really well too, especially after the Southampton game, where for me, that was probably the worst game he's had in the Chelsea shirt for a long, long time. But very good in this game, and he'll be playing next to N'Golo Kante in the next game because Jorginho is suspended. Kante came on, very good. We know he's been good, so I feel in safe hands with Kante in the next game. Werner, he did do some good moments in the first half. He did that amazing turn and whip with his left foot that forced a save, I think, from Oblak. He's got that in his locker, he worked hard, and that's all you can really ask of him. I was calling for perhaps an earlier substitution from him on Twitter, but maybe that was a bit unfair upon reflection. He played rather well. Mason Mount started a bit wobbly, became really, really good and influential in the game. You can understand why he got subbed later for Havertz, because he was on a yellow, and he'd already done a couple of fouls since the yellow, so that was a sort of tactical thing from the gaffer Tuchel, but he did this amazing run where he took it between loads of players and drove it right up the pitch, and he's got that in his locker, Mount. Good high energy, work rate, but these moments of just actually world-class football, so shout out to him. Shame we can't have him in the second leg. Hopefully Havertz can bring I don't know. What does Havertz bring? I'm joking. He's an absolute class talent. We just need to see it now under Tuchel. We saw it in moments under Frank Lampard, and we'll see under Tuchel. I actually think he had pretty good moments when he came on as well. So Havertz, who else came on? Reece James saw the game out well. Kante, Havertz. Giroud! Giroud didn't do much, didn't need to do much. Important, clever positioning, scored the vital goal, and boy, what a goal. When you score a goal like that, and it's the goal that sees you through, or, the vital, important goal, like I said, 10 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? Held the ball up, good in both boxes, defending and, holding up the ball and knockdowns or whatever. And if you're scoring overhead kicks, then just superb. Anyway, let's wind down and talk about this game a little bit more. So it's far from over, but it's a magnificent result for Chelsea. You could argue a 1-1 would have been a really, really good result, and a 2-1 loss would have been, serviceable against perhaps another team. But Atletico never make it easy the way they stink the gaff out. But ultimately, a really good result. You could have argued we were really good value for maybe a 2-0 win. The way we were attacking more at the end and really putting it on Atletico Madrid. So, you would not be shocked if we got another goal in that game towards the end when they came out a little bit more and they pressed a little bit more and they left themselves exposed. They could have left themselves open more for another goal, and we would have been good value for a second goal. And then that would have, I don't want to say tie over, because this Chelsea side can, give you nightmares constantly, but That would have been an amazing position. We are in a very promising position, basically. So I'm really, really happy. Obviously, I feel good, man. What do you guys think? Get down in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this game. I'll be down there reading them. So make sure you comment, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, enjoy the football, and I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy talk. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me baby.